All right, so while your plans today and tomorrow may include those safe and sane fireworks, a backyard pool party, maybe a barbecue, the American Red Cross wants you to enjoy a fun-packed but safe holiday. So here with some tips on keeping your family out of harm's way. We have Jose Perez, a Red Cross community volunteer leader. I'm hearing you have served 10 years doing disaster preparedness and community outreach. So there's so many things to cover for the 4th. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about what Kevin showed us with the pool safety, the water safety, because it's so hot out there. So many people are going to be flocking to those waterways.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be going over to get some relief from the heat. So there's definitely some tips we can keep in mind. Constant attention to our children is super important. Have to supervise children. Keep an eye on them, not only if they're in the water, but if they're near the water. All right, so a few things to think about that is even in our own homes, making sure our pool's access is restricted. Having a fence all around the pool to make sure the kiddos don't go in there without us being aware of it. Life jackets. People are going to be going to the river. It's going to be a great time, but it has to be a safe time. Wearing life jackets, regardless if you feel you're very skilled, it's not a bad idea to always, keep that in mind and making sure you have the right equipment.
Absolutely. And if you're going to be out on a boat as well, it's required that you have a life jacket, because heaven forbid you hit a bump and you get bounced out. You may not have planned on swimming when you find yourself in the lake. So, making fun and lighthearted of what can be a serious situation. Let's also talk about some heat safety, because maybe you have people, like I have guests coming today from out of town. They're not going to be prepared for this. What do we do in the heat?
They're not. And really what's important is for us to keep in mind that everyone's really at risk when it comes to heat. There are certain groups certainly that are more, have more exposure: young children, adults over the age of 65, anyone taking any medication that might make the effects of heat even more severe. Someone with high blood pressure or heart conditions. Those are things to keep in mind. But really, regardless of that, everyone's at risk. A few tips to keep in mind: if you are going to do exercise, a lot of folks like to do exercise, try to do it when it's not the hottest time of the day. Keep an eye on folks. Check on your loved ones. Check on your loved ones, especially those that live on their own. Make sure that they're okay. AC's working fine. If not, look for areas where you can cool down, such as a mall, library, places of that sort. They can bring your temperature down. Yeah, that free air conditioning, I always love taking advantage of. And of course, we've been talking a lot for the past few weeks about heat exhaustion versus heat stroke. If you just feel like anyone is beyond getting help, if they have stopped sweating, if they have fallen unconscious, call 911 immediately. I just wanted to take 30 seconds really quick, because you brought some props for fireworks safety. Yeah, for fireworks, a few things just to keep in mind. Obviously, if you're going to do it at home, be careful with that, not pointing at anyone. Keep the children away from fireworks, but have a bucket so you can have water so you can put down the fireworks once they've been put out. Or, if you're possible, have a fire extinguisher to prevent any fire that could potentially start. Never try to relight a DUT firework. That's done. Soak it in water, put it away, and keep an eye on your pets. Yes. So important. Right, we got to take care of our family, and our pets are part of our family. They absolutely are. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is all such great information, and you can find it on their website as well. Just search for the American Red Cross. We'll be right back.